guys, it's Jenny Jen the Plant Friend coming to you with another planty video. And yeah, so got a couple things to get done. I'm looking at my new Hoyas, the reason I'm looking down. But anyway, if this is your first time joining me, welcome to my channel. I am Jenny Jen the Plant Lady, usually in hot pink, but doing something different today. But anywho, if you are a returning subscriber, you guys already know that I love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support, kind words in the comments and everything. You really encourage me to press on. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So about, I don't know, maybe a month and a half ago, I bought these Hoyas at a trade from a guy that only sells Hoyas. His name is Rick. Does a beautiful job with the Hoyas, and they are thriving in my care, but they're growing in tree bark, and I'm just not real familiar with that. My Hoyas have done beautifully in Lechuza or Pon, so today I thought I would up pot these guys, not so much up pot as take them out of the tree bark and just see. I've taken a couple out and they did pretty good, so I thought I would continue that process. So I'm going to sit these off to the side so I can work with them one by one. This is the cutest little Hoya. It's a Hoya Chinhun Genesis? Chinhun Ennis? I don't know. Anyway, so cute. But yeah, and looks to be root bound in the pot. So I thought I'd take her out and yeah, and then just put them in Lechuza. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting it to come out that easy, but okay, amen. But yeah, looks to be well rooted. But yeah, I just want to put this guy in something I'm familiar with, so I won't overwater, because I don't really know about this. And look, there's a nice root that's attached. I'm probably gonna leave that. But yeah, so. Oh, I just snatched off some roots. And I just watered this, I thought, but it seems so dry. So, I have a little handy dandy cart. I did some moving some things around. And so now every time I reach for things that used to be in a particular place, they're not there anymore. But yeah, so all is well. Just getting organized and getting things. We're about to go into the colder months. Well, we got a little time, little time left, but we are headed there. So, oh good, I got that off. And I think I'm going to use the same pot. But yeah, so I ordered some Hoyas and things and trying to get things for the shop, but I've got to start ordering larger plants or more or something. I don't know, because, you know, it's going to take a minute for these to grow out. And so I don't know what I'll do with that, but okay. So yeah, okay, so that's her. That's pretty much what it's going to be like. The next one is this Hoya Potisii. Same situation. She came with 2 leaves, and she since pushed out this leaf, and it's not as splashy, so I don't know if that means I'm not giving enough light. Oh yeah, she's got some good roots going on down here. So I'm gonna, when I put her back in the cabinet, I'm gonna move her to see if I can keep that splashiness going. I guess I need to water these. Oh my God. I'm gonna put some water on the rest of them because I watered them. And see, that's another reason why I didn't want to use this tree bark, because I'm not familiar with it, and like it seems to dry out faster, and The Hoyas that are behind me did well in the Lechuza Pon. They grew to be big girls and boys, and so I'm like, let me stick with what I know, what's working for me. There's nothing wrong with changing up every now and then, but if it ain't broke, you finish that sentence. But anyway, well, that helped putting the water on it, but then I got the roots wet, which is what I didn't want to do, but it's okay. I couldn't stand that dust from the tree bark getting in my throat. So yeah, back to my decision. I've been purchasing some plants, and I made a joke about it in my last video that Maya keeps saying I say I'm purchasing them for the shop, and Maya's like, yeah, okay, for the shop. No, they are for the shop. They are for me to grow out and sell them in the shop. It's the truth. But I got an order in, and I haven't posted the unboxing, but it was terrible. One plant was just completely dead. Like, I touched it and all of the leaves fell off of it. It was bad. And then the other one looked pretty good. So I'm like, okay, great. This one, so I reached out to the company and I said, one just didn't make it. And then I said, but this other one looks pretty good. Well, a couple days later, it started to go. So now I have to reach out again. I'm like, oh, I hate that. I'm trying to see if I'm able to salvage any of it, but for what I paid for it, I think I need to just start over. But it is a Hoya, and it's for my Hoya. Yeah, I think wetting it was a bad idea. I should have just put a mask on because this is making it so bad. Oh my, like I can't even hardly get it off. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to have to reach out to them again and say, what can we do about this? And then, is there another way to send it? Because I don't know if it was in the mail for a really long time. I'm not real sure. But, having a shop and understanding when things go wrong and making it right, I just feel like, I used to not complain about it. I just kind of let it go, but nah. And I don't have a lot of that, but I do have some, and and I get it. You're spending your hard-earned money and you want a product, and you want a good product that's going to last. So yeah. So it's a big company, so I think they'll be fine with sending me another plant. Well, that's about as much as I can do with her. So the same. Okay, well that's her. And then the next one is, I can't pronounce this one, Slawasiana. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce that. That's how I'm pronouncing it. And I had somebody sort of comment that I mispronounced Santaveria. I pronounced it Santaveria as opposed to Sansaveria. Guys, come on now. Like, do you pronounce all of your plants correctly? Come on, like that was almost a wasted comment. You could have just kept that. And so my response to the person was, is it important how I pronounce it, or is it important how I take care of it? So that was my response. And so I didn't hear back from them, but that's okay. I don't want to. You know who you are, but please don't. It's okay. But no, I mean, really, all of us mispronounce plants sometimes. And so it's no big deal. It's just the plants don't know it. It was like, what in the world? But anyway, yeah. And you want to pronounce things correctly, but there's just a way that you do things when you're, sometimes people just like, anyway. This one's really rooted. I might need a bigger pot for this one for sure. It's got a new growth point. I haven't seen any new leaves. Now I did order 2 of these, one from the guy Rick, which is this one, and then I ordered one from when I went to the, I picked one up when I went to the Southeast Trade Show, and it's not doing good at all, guys. Like, it's But my David Kamenji did the same thing, so I'm hopeful. What it is, and these leaves are kind of wrinkly, but the one that I'm talking about is really wrinkly. And like I said, the David Kamenji did that, and it looked like it was all but dead, but it was still blooming. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna cut it back. I'm just gonna hang in there with it, and it just came. It's completely back now. I don't know what that is, but I kept it under the grow light. I continued to water it the normal way, everything, and it just came back. So maybe this one will too. A girl can hope. I don't know if that pot is gonna be big enough. I mean, I could put it in there for now, but look like I'll be up potting this one real soon. I think I'm gonna put her on the side and find another pot. I don't think I'm gonna try to squeeze her in this little pot, and I'll take the label off. Okay, so the next one is called the Mini Belle. Cutie patootie. Got a new growth point, got a new leaf there, so she is loving it. And they all live in the Detolf cabinet. Oh, well, say I watered this one, remember, after the other one. But I didn't water it heavily, so shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, so that's where they're living, in the Detolf Kia cabinet, and just thriving in there. I have all of my newer Hoyas are there. Matter of fact, that's all that's in that cabinet. When I get one, I sort of isolate for a couple weeks, outside of the plant room, and then when they're ready, I bring them in here, but I put them in the Detolf cabinet, and so they're still kind of somewhat quarantined. But also all of the Hoyas, that's going to be my thing now, just talking about the Hoyas behind me, because it's a wall of fame. But anyway, all of them started out in the greenhouse cabinet, basically. Like all of my Hoyas, and I just felt like I gave them a really good start, so there wasn't a lot of shock. I transferred them from soil or whatever, moss, whatever they came in, and put them in pon or Lechuza Pon mix or something like that, and they all just thrived. So I said, that's what made me want to take these out. I was like, why are we changing it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's go back to what we know worked. And so yeah, so I'm going to be putting these guys back in there. I think the person that's buzzing me up on my watch so much is watching every video, every reel I've ever done, because it keeps saying that they're liking this reel, and I'm like, what reel? But I think it's because, like I said, they're watching several of them in a row. And now I think I already up potted this guy, because I think I put it in this chunky mix, but yeah, I probably didn't need to do that. But I don't know why I decided to take it out. Yeah, because it came in the tree bark, and it started with 2 leaves or 3. I know it's pushed out 1 new leaf, and there's one at the top. Oh wow, well, I've already started, so I'm just gonna go ahead, and I didn't remember that I did that. And I was gonna use the soilless mix, but again, hey bro, don't fix it. So I decided I would go back to my pon, since they thrive. I hope, don't go into shock because I did repotted you twice, okay? Be a good girl and just acclimate to the pon and keep it moving. A little trellis, so I'm going to use this little stake. Yeah, that dust got in my throat. Let's coming up on allergy season, so I don't need any additional help. Okay, and so that's actually the last one. Is it? Oh, well, this one, I guess I may just go ahead and put her in her pot. Let me just go ahead and do that. It's not that bad. Hoyas like to be somewhat root bound. So we'll just put her in here like so. Okay, and so, well, that's all I have to do as far as that up potting, but I do have a propagation that I was gonna take this one out. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay, but I didn't get a pot, so that wasn't smart. Okay, so I need to get a wick situation. You know, I think I'm selling this one. That's why it's in the perlite. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to do this one. Not today. Okay guys, well that concludes this video for today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, check me out on Etsy, check me out on Instagram. You know the deal. Just check me out and tell a friend about a friend named Jenny Jen, the plant friend, something like that. Anyway, see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.